Okay, Ben, let's take a look at your swing here that we worked on yesterday. Um, I've got on the right side here the before work that we did, and then on the left is after. So the changes. So small change in posture, which you just kind of get lazy, and we talked about some of that too, and that was kind of your homework when I left to get very disciplined and work on that. Um, we were talking about key number 4, sweet spot path, and we were making that change on the backswing. And so what I want to do is kind of, as we talk, middle of your hands through about the bottom part of your shoulder blade is kind of the line that typically I like to see the hands kind of travel somewhere in that area. So if we kind of draw it both on these here, and then we can watch as we start going through. So um, obviously as your hands go back here on the change, they go way up and outside, right? So they're a little up and above that line, and they go, but as they get to the top, they stop in relatively the right place. So they just got there in a too vertical fashion on this one. Second one, the hands travel up it decently on the before, but then look at that drift. They're way behind you. So now this position here, we're way behind. So you either need to have a lot of body rotation, which you don't have. You do a lot of force out of the ground, which I like. But because the hands are so deep here, it's going to cause your release to be kind of a flip roll, and you're going to get some bad misses left and some real inconsistent trajectories. So if we watch the downswing on the, so you can see the hands as they come down into the ball, come down that line pretty well, right? Coming down the right path. There's your exploding out of the ground. And if we stop here at about 7.5, position 7.5, we can see we've had loss of posture, so we'll need to work on keeping that butt against the wall. But we can see where our hands are here and the club. If I draw a line down here, they're released a little bit more down like we worked on a couple weeks ago, and to the left, where if we look at here, your hands drop, then they get coming inside, the club head gets thrown, and stop at that same basic relatively position, right? Maybe let's go back one click. We can see the difference. See how much further your arms are away from your body. They're released down pretty much the same. Yeah, 55 and 60, so close to the same angle. But you can see how much more gap we have here. Club head's really thrown over. The face is starting to rotate. Where on this side, you can see the face is still just a little bit more open. Hard to see this a little brighter. So the release in the sweet spot into the ball has dramatically changed because of what work we did on the backswing. So we just need to keep your hands working a little bit better straight up this line instead of how you get them going up vertically and away from your body. So they need to work straight up that line like we did with that serve the drinks. You can see they're kind of working away from your body, out in the middle of your chest. So they're not traveling dead up that circle, but where they are at the top is a lot better than where you currently were. So this is going to put you in a lot better position from right there to get that sweet spot into the golf ball in a consistent fashion. We saw your trajectory come down and your ball started to start slightly more to the right. We got rid of that high left miss that we were having. So a lot of progress, a lot of good work, a lot of places to go still, but good job.